So today's question that I've been asked is, James, how do I avoid all the negativity? Here's what I said. So negativity, have you ever found that you've got absorbed and incorporated into negativity that's going on around you with the environment you're in or the people you're around, etc.? It's easy, isn't it? It's easy to get caught up with all that negativity and we start moaning, we groaning, we start blaming, etc., etc. So here's a couple of things to consider. One, anytime you can get away from that negativity, then do so. So for me, when I got into personal development a few years back, one of the things I learned quite simply was to stop watching the news, stop listening to the news. And I did it. You know, I found that I was in my car, I would listen to a radio station that had the news on, and this was like, you know, probably every half hour, certainly every hour. And of course, if ever you've heard the news, you know that they tends to be, you know, not quite a balance between positive and negative stories. It's like up there for the negative stories, all the wars, all the conflicts, all the things that, you know, are going on that don't necessarily inspire or empower us or make us feel good. So I just shut that out. I stopped listening to the radio. I stopped watching the news on the telly. Now, does that mean that sometimes I'm not up to date with current events? Yes, but do you know what? If it's something major, someone else will let me know. Someone will find it out, okay? So have a think about that. Obviously, if you are someone that needs to stay, you know, connected to the news, you're a journalist or something like that, then obviously you've got to do it. It's part of your job. But think about what you can cut out. Social media is the same, okay? Don't get tied down into social media, looking at all the negativity and listening to other people as well. And that's the next thing. Can you get rid of the drainers in your life, okay? The people that drain the energy from you. The naysayers, the dream stealers, the moaners, the groaners. Can you get rid of those? Sometimes, this is again what I did to a certain extent. You know, I had to grow and develop into a new person where I had to have new contacts, new colleagues, new friends, people that I could call friends. Now, again, some of your circle of friends right now, they may not be bad people. They might not be, you know, too much into doom and gloom. But if you're wanting to rise above that and they're not talking about that, they're just talking about the latest soap opera or you know, I don't know, whatever they're into, and you're like, yeah, but I want to talk about personal development and spirituality and all of that, then guess what? You need some new friends. So go out there, find the groups on social media, go to events online, in person, whatever it is, and socialize around more upbeat, positive people. Having said that, positivity in itself has a limitation. You know, if it's all like, yeah, I'm pumped, I'm positive and everything's good, well, again, it's not. You know, everything is neutral and there's good aspects and negative aspects, okay? Positive and negative from that, good and bad, positive and negative, you know. So I want you to be aware of that as well. Talking of being aware, be aware of your own thoughts, your own speech, the words you are saying. So anytime you notice yourself getting into that moaning, groaning, and again, I'm not perfect by any stretch of imagination. I might enter into that myself, but sometimes I can stop myself. Or if I want to have a groan again, I might get my journal out and I might write it all down there, get it out of myself rather than shouting at someone else and doing it in kind of non-productive ways. So, you know, you have got to allow yourself to experience those negative feelings sometimes. But then what we can do is we can help to sort of dissipate them, incorporate them, because again, we're not one-sided. So we do acknowledge that we're going to feel down sometimes. We're going to have some negative thoughts sometimes, you know, and that's okay. That's okay. But again, we don't want to get caught up with the moaning and groaning. We want to focus on what we can control instead of what we can't control. Okay. And often we can't control other people, etc. So yeah, be aware of our thoughts, be aware of our speech. And then what we can start to do is we can start to go into a place of gratitude, into a place of love, into a place of empathy. So again, if we want to get out of the negative environment, all the negativity, well, it starts with us. It starts with us. You can't control, again, all the negativity that's out there. What you can control is yourself and your own mindset. So start to think, okay, well, I've been moaning and groaning, but what am I grateful for? Gratitude is one of those kind of, I say simple tools because it is. You can always think of something that you're grateful for. Are you still alive? Can you still speak? Can you still see? Can you still hear? Have you got certain organs in your body functioning? Have you got electricity? Are you watching this video right now? There's always some things that you can be grateful for. Have you got a roof over your head? So focus on that, and that will help to separate you from that negativity as well. So even when other people around you are moaning and groaning, you still think, yeah, but I know I can still be grateful for a lot of the things. And the last one is to reframe that negativity, because let's say that you've had some challenges, you've had some traumas, you've had some conflicts. Well, yes, granted, there are negatives within that, but I guarantee you there will be some positives as well. See, any conflict, any challenge, any trauma, we can either allow it to bring us down, or we can allow it to rise us up. And even though we might have been knocked down from it, at any time in our life, we can choose that to actually empower us, to choose that as a learning tool, as a growth tool, so that we can actually build ourselves up. We can change the story and change its meaning. We can change how we perceive that and change its meaning. So for all this negativity you've got in your life or whatever, is there a possibility that you could reframe it somehow? Now, I've worked with clients that I've taken them through a process of reframing, of forgiveness, of changing the way they see things. They saw all the negatives, all the disadvantages. They couldn't see any of the positives. They couldn't see any of the benefits. And I take them through some processes, some powerful processes where they get to start to acknowledge those benefits. And do you know what? It transforms them. It really does. They've got more energy. They've got more spirit. They've got a sense of purpose. So if you are stuck, don't stay stuck. Do the work yourself, or give me a shout and we'll talk about how we can work together and actually get you changing those stories and re-empowered, so that you're not brought down by all that negativity. In the meantime, hit the subscribe button and the bell if it's there, so you'll get notified of more videos, and you can learn a lot more from this channel, and it helps other people find out about it as well. Also, write a comment below. What has been your biggest insight from this video, and what are you going to apply? Because it's great watching these videos and listening to all of this, but what about taking action in your life? Choose one thing to apply in your life. What are you going to do today or tomorrow or for the rest of your life based upon this video? So my name is James Dan from Inner Anthem. You go out and unleash your inner anthem, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks for watching this video. Now, if you enjoyed it, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this video. And also, I'd love to hear your comments down below. Now, if you'd like any help with what we've discussed in this video or any other related topic, then feel free to get in contact with me using the details on the screen. And here's another video that you might like to watch now. And until next time, unleash your inner anthem.